when I'm very clear that this is my goal. So, no, because you need a paper which says you're a graduate. That's what was told to me. I said, no, I don't need a paper. I don't need someone to tell me what I know. I know what I know. And if I need to know something, I'll learn about it. So I was very clear that this is what I want to do. So I didn't listen to anyone. I didn't listen to my friends, I didn't listen to my family, I just did what I wanted to do. Because I feel that if I'm clear about what I want to do, and I'm honest about it, and I'm sincere about it, and the reasons why I'm doing it is clear to me, then I must follow my instinct. Because I'd rather, even if I had to go wrong tomorrow, I'd rather go wrong on my instincts. I don't want to go wrong on somebody else's advice. If I've taken a wrong step, I'll deal with it, I'll learn, it'll be a learning experience for me. So, right through my life, I've noticed that there's been times when people who are close to me and who care about me have told me, you're doing the wrong thing. And I've always felt that, I've listened to them very carefully. I've never ignored them. But I finally did what I felt like doing. And that's one thing that when I look back today, after 25 years of being a professional, I feel that that's one thing that I feel happy about. That I lived on my terms. See, today I'm successful. I may not have been successful. I may not have been successful. I didn't know I was going to be successful. But I'm happy that I lived on my terms. And I'm happy that I never compromised. Whenever I was offered something I was not happy with, I didn't do it.
But you know, exactly as an extension to...
I mean, for me, I have always worked the same way. So, I'm aware that when you look at me from afar, you might feel that, oh, up till here he was doing this and then suddenly he changed. That maybe Lagan is that changing point or the turning point, if you want to identify once. But for me, it wasn't even that. I have always done what I believed in. So even the films that have not worked or have not turned out that way, I believed in them. And they are mistakes which I own. And I hold them very close to me because I feel that, in fact, I have learned the maximum from my failures. My failures have taught me the most. And so I really value my failures. Whatever I am today is not only because of my successes, but also because of my failures. Whatever I've learned through my failures. And so I have always done what I believed in. And I continue to do that. I think the one big changing point for me, or the turning point for me, was when I did Satyam for television. And that's not part of film. That's not part of fiction or entertainment. It's part of life. And that was a big turning point for me. I think that was one specific step I took away from what I was otherwise doing. And that kind of came about. Again, that didn't come about overnight. It came about over years and years of thinking, struggling internally. You read the papers, you read about injustice, you read about people who are less privileged than you, and you feel disturbed, you feel horrible sometimes, you feel angry, you feel frustrated, you feel helpless. A lot of emotions we go through when we come to know what's happening around us. And I used to feel that, why can't I do something about it? I need to do something about it. So I would, I would do donations, I would give out money. That is not what, it wasn't enough for me, I felt. And there's another thing. One person has had a big influence on my life. My very close friend Satyam, who happens to be the director of Satyam. He and I were in school together, Satya. And Satya was the guy who always took first in class. The topper, the front bencher. I was the back bencher who kind of was, floating.